So I wake up at 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. I'm sitting upright in my bed because I hear somebody trying to get into my apartment.
Uh-huh.
And when I say trying to get into my apartment, I don't mean banging down the door or breaking something. I mean with a key, like there's a scratching noise that I can clearly make out.
Right, just regular clicking, trying to open the door.
Yes, and I figured this is weird because I live alone. So I get up out of the bed, and I throw open the door, and I go into the hallway, and I go to the entryway, and I look out the little peephole, and there's this tall dude in a black leather jacket and with a Jufro and a mustache.
Oh, shit.
And next to him is, I guess, his tiny Japanese girlfriend. And he is clearly drunk and on the wrong floor and trying to open the wrong door.
I wouldn't have believed it.
And I want to kind of get him away so I can go back to bed. So I unlock the door and I open it up. And he's clearly shocked for a moment. And I just go, hey, man, I think you're on the wrong floor. And then without a word, he and his girlfriend just turn and start walking back down the hall.
Well, that's good.
It is, but it was awkward, and I felt it was awkward. So I actually stepped out into the hallway, like to try to make him feel better.
And do what?
I shouted down, like they were a few feet away. I shouted down, hey, it's happened to me before. Sometimes you go out, you drink a little too much, and you wind up... And then without even turning around, he just goes, I don't need your life story, man. Even in my own dreams, I'm a loser.
Welcome to No More Whoppers. Welcome to No More Whoppers. It's a show. Hi, everybody. My name is Ray Barnholt, hatchery intern, and with me, as always, a man, a plan, a canal, Alex Fraioli.
Hi, folks.
Oh, no stupid drop this time? Nothing to insult me this time?
I'm very excited for Duke Nukem Forever.
No, shut up.
You asked me specifically for that.
No, I didn't.
You said play a stupid drop.
No, I think there was another one of your shitty dreams.
No, this was
not
real.
Not that specific one.
You actually said.
I'm very excited.
Stop. Why do you keep doing it? I'm trying to... Okay, let's get the show started because we have a lot to talk about.
Let's get it started so we can get it over with.
Right. And let's start, first of all, with apologies.
I say sorry and shit. We say sorry and shit. Nah, nah, nah.
All right. I have an apology, which immediately contradicts what I just did seconds ago.
Oh.
Was that I'd like to apologize for saying shut up so much in the last episode. Unfortunately, of course, you were no help in that. But anyway, last episode, it was one of those things where, I tend to get hyper and I sort of get a little bit snippy in a way that, I can't really control it. And so
I noticed that.
I'll be extra snippy to you and others and family members, etc., religious leaders. So I did want to apologize for being so immediately snippy. Of course, this wouldn't even be a problem if I had edited the episode. But this time, that won't be a problem.
Yeah.
So I could probably just edit out what I said shut up at the beginning of the show.
That's true.
This time, it'd be fine. So who knows what will happen.
Completely true.
So that's the first thing I wanted to say. I don't know if you have one, but maybe we can just go back and forth if you want.
Okay, I have a thing to say. It's not an apology, but it is related to editing of the show.
Uh-huh.
I just want to point out that...
Man, everything's dovetailing. This is great. Go ahead.
Quite nicely, yeah. Ray and I edit the alternating episodes. So I think I do the odd ones and you do the even ones.
Uh-huh.
And I really like it because in addition to giving us a breather every other week, it also allows for different interpretations, if you will, of the subject matter.
That is true. So, slightly.
Yeah. I just I like listening to hear what you've cut or what you've changed, or it's always a fun adventure for me.
It's slightly different. I mean, because at the end of the day, we both have the same shitty sense of humor.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
Macaroni Midler.
I see.
If people notice any kind of discontinuity in editing style or voice, if you will, it's
because it is two guys doing it.
Let's move on. I wanted to actually follow up on something you apologized about last week.
Oh boy.
I wanted to say something about Ramens, which was the Japanese comedy group you mentioned that were actually good.
Yes.
What people may not be aware of is that they made that video about how the sushi restaurant.
Oh, yes.
How to conduct yourself at the sushi restaurant.
Yes.
Maybe you saw that on YouTube or something. It's a very funny video, and those are the guys that made it. And as you've said, maybe not on the show, but to me at least, and as you've written, their comedies about poking fun at Japanese culture every now and then, and that was definitely part of it, that video. I just wanted to say, you should go search for their stuff and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So. Okay. And that wasn't really an apology, except maybe a sub-apology for you not going into more detail last time.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But,
what do you want from me?
A lot. All right, that's apologies. And, of course, if you have an apology for us or something that we might have done or something you may have done, please go ahead and get in touch with us. Now on Twitter, No More Whoppers is the account. Or once again, a religious leader can help you out, perhaps. Really, it's all your prerogative. So,
oh, good. Sorry, I'm just yawning. Not because you're boring, but because I'm just tired.
I understand. Oh yeah,
I was out late last night.
I was tired a couple days ago, or it felt like a couple days ago.
Oh, that's right.
I stayed up 24 hours.
I was there for a few of those hours.
Yeah, I had to watch the Game Center CX live broadcast that happened a couple nights ago. And the thing was that it was on in Japan at like 6 p.m., but that's like 1 a.m. for me. And it went a little long, about 4 hours longer than expected, so I ended up going from 1 p.m. to 1 p.m., staying awake. And that was,
boy. How did they fill that time? Because when I went to bed, he was done with Pilot Wings, right?
No.
No.
I should say he was playing Pilot Wings. If you don't know, I'm a fan of the game show in Japan called Game Center CX. And yes, he was playing Pilot Wings for that entire time, and he didn't beat it.
Oh.
No. I mean, he did before. I should say, is that what you meant? Because there's an episode a couple years ago, he did play the game before and did pretty much get through a lot of it, so
then why redo it for
I
this
have
marathon?
No idea. I really don't. There's a lot of things I understand about that show, and that right there was not one of them. So your guess is as good as mine there. But nonetheless, he did play it through again and came so close to winning again, but didn't. And that was 24 hours I will never get back. I don't mean to be too critical, but it's something I don't do that often, especially since it's kind of surprised since it went long. So I slept through most of yesterday.
All right.
To make up for it. Yeah, the thing is, we probably should have planned what order we would talk about things in this week.
Yeah, this is true.
I don't know if you exactly have anything that you want to get to right now, except that we do have an update on your job situation.
Oh, that's right. Folks, check this out. My company has offered me 2 different contracts, a choice of one of the 2. One of them is somewhat local. One of them would require a move. Now, aside from that, I don't want to jinx anything else. But
I understand. But basically it is something happened,
Yes. So it looks like I will be able to afford food and heat. So there you go.
Good stuff.
Now, there might be a third job in the mix if things really work out, but I won't know about that until tomorrow evening.
I see.
So, yeah, but either way, I'm safe.
Let me ask you this. Is the third job questionable?
What does that mean?
Are you being a male host?
Yeah, in a sense, but not really. Not, it's nothing shady.
Look, we both saw the butler bars in Akihabara, right?
Yeah. That is just the most demeaning shit. I would almost take teaching English. I would almost teach eikaiwa before I would become a butler.
Are you saying that is more demeaning?
You're a cashier.
Is it? Would it be more demeaning, the eikaiwa?
It's incredibly demeaning.
Yeah.
It's because not only are you're pretty much there for your looks, your foreign looks, but now they got to dress you up like a fucking penguin. Nobody wants that.
I would. I'd want it. I want to see it.
No.
Oh man, I would love to see Alex as the Italian butler.
God.
At the special butler cafe in Akihabara.
No.
entertaining all the homely women who come by.
No.
And it'd be so good. Oh my
No, it
God.
wouldn't.
Pretty good.
It'd be awesome. I think we would all want that. At least,
Hey, what can I get for you?
if nothing else, we would love it as a Photoshop.
Hey, we got a calzones out of this
Don't
world.
forget Twitter. No more Whoppers. Let us see your talent. Okay. So well, best of luck either
Thank
way.
you.
Even though
Yep.
it sounds semi-solid. Although then again, you just said you don't want to jinx it, so I'll shut up.
Well, no. When I said I don't want to jinx it, I was referring to the third job
Oh.
possibility, but you interrupted me and went on about something else. The third job opportunity I cannot mention because I don't know if there's even a chance of it happening. That's what I don't want to jinx. But the first two are assured. Those are 100%. I will have a job.
It's for a company that doesn't exist.
Yes. It's called Shadow Corp.
Alex is doing some work for the deep web,
Yeah.
doing some shipping and handling for drug merchants
You know, I'm pretty good at it.
and hitmen.
Yeah.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
That exactly. Although more Italian.
Oh, I can't do that. You know, I'm not an accent faucet that you turn on.
You should be, is what I'm saying.
You might be a redneck.
That's all I'm saying. Is that you?
Hey, I'm Alex.
That was never mind. All right, let's continue. I did something else in the past couple weeks.
What was that?
I got a PlayStation Vita.
Whoa.
Yeah, so let's get that nerdy bullshit out of the way. Yes, that is the new handheld video game system from Sony. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, you know, I like video games, so I'm going to buy it anyway, you know, so I might as well have. I'm sure someone right now is listening going, well, Bray, aren't you unemployed? And I would say I just made a few $100s off eBay beforehand, so that's taken care of. It's a pretty neat system. Obviously, there's a lot of initial flaws on it because it just came out. User interface problems that, you know, don't make the thing a lot of fun to deal with when you just want to play a game. But when you do play a game, it's pretty cool. What do you think, Alex? Say something, my God.
Jesus Christ, are we recording? I don't know. Yeah, I know nothing about the Vita. I have nothing to say.
That's fine. All right.
I don't even know what games are out. As soon as something with either the word Dragon or Quest in the title is released, I'm sure I will be forced to pick one up.
Yep.
I'm Alex! There you go.
Yep, that's about right. That's about right for you.
I just don't enjoy games the way I used to.
No, you don't. And you know what?
No.
It seems like no one does, because everyone loves to criticize this Vita and, in fact, the Nintendo 3DS. And that's
Yeah.
one of the things that's really sort of gotten my goat lately.
That's what nerds on the internet do. You give a nerd a voice. He's
Not
gonna
this
complain.
time. Actually, a lot of hardcore gamer nerds, you know, they're up on the Vita. They like it,
Okay.
and, you know, they're impressed by the fancy graphics and all
Right.
that. What usually bugs me are, like, the tech journalists.
Yeah.
Like the guys who don't specifically write about video games, you know, they write about laptops and cameras and phones and stuff. And that is pretty much the world that they know. And so when something that is specifically geared towards video gaming comes in a world where the iPhone is super popular and games are 99 cents and all this shit, they really like to compare all that against the actual game systems and sort of offer up their criticisms.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not living in a bubble. I know that much. I know there are a lot of valid points to be made about the fact that yes, the iPhone is super popular. But my problem is more with the fact that these guys don't really understand how the game business works, because it's not the phone business and it's not the computer business. And it's run on a certain cycle for, you know, 25 or more years now. And people seem to just expect Sony to just, you know, realize that they sold not as many Vitas as they want, so they're just going to kill it right now, and that'll be it. And it's like, well, it doesn't work that way, because for one thing, the stakes are too high these days.
Should I be recording this as a song? I just realized I'm about 556 measures in.
as of right now at this recording, I only have one real Vita game, so I don't have much.
And what is that?
Lumines.
Lumines,
yes.
That's a fun one. Right? That was a big launch title for the original PSP,
yeah, did you
right?
play it?
Nope.
Yeah, okay.
No, I think I played about 20 seconds of it at E3 on your PSP.
On mine, yeah.
And I just, I didn't.
Maybe we should relive that.
Okay.
You coming to LA this year? Let's do it.
Nope.
Come on.
No.
It'd be great.
I don't think so. I really don't.
Just wait. It's almost 10 years until our site's been up.
No.
Games.
No.
I think we should do it.
I don't think so.
I think we should do it. Have a 10-year anniversary. We'll bring it all back. We'll bring back the PSP. You can play Lumines in front of a live audience.
That's the kind of thing that would happen in Japan. Like, they'd call a press conference and he's going to play the exact same PSP he played 10 years ago.
What?
I don't know, some bullshit.
Well, is that in reference to something that happened?
No, it just seems like that kind of significance to events or I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, I thought maybe you were thinking of something that actually happened in Japan.
No, I thought I was, but then I realized I was just making something up in my head that may have not existed. Yeah,
that's good. Okay, I accept. I approve. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So only one game to play, and I beat the main mode of it. So there's nothing much to do but keep expanding my high score. And there's a bunch of stuff on that thing that I would never use, like the music player, the photo viewer, and stuff. It's like I already have an iPad and an iPhone, and I don't think a lot of people who would buy one of these right now wouldn't have one.
Yeah, why do they waste time and money on shit like that? Like, who needs another camera?
Who needs another Netflix app, really?
Yeah.
Every single thing plays Netflix now.
Look, it's going to be the all-in-one. No, there already is an all-in-one.
I think it's one of those things where it's like in a focus group, like they want it, and the thing is, if you don't include it, like somebody's going to bitch. Like a lot of people are going to bitch, and like those tech blogs maybe, and throw it into their negative review.
Oh God!
Just let me play games on it. Thankfully, it does, but Jesus.
Oh, there's some news in my neighborhood.
Yes, like literally your actual Nagoya
they're
neighborhood?
putting in a new convenience store.
Oh fuck! This I want to hear.
Well, yeah, but it opens at the end of the month. But I'm probably moving in about a month, so I'm only going to be able to enjoy it for a little while. I know.
It's pretty crazy because you live very close to a convenience store.
I do,
pretty much your lifeline.
But to get there, it's catty corner to my apartment, so I have to cross 2 streets. But this Family Mart is only 1 street cross away, so this is a game changer, folks.
Yeah, well, on the surface, if you don't move,
I guess. Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to move just because I've been in this building for 5 years and it's really getting on my nerves. I need a change.
If you had a convenience store, then I would live with you.
Wow, that was like me. That was like another Ray drop. It's so true. It's so very true. Let me ask you one thing. You do live in special foreigner-focused housing, correct?
I do. It is it's called Free Bell.
Yeah.
Mansion Free Bell, and it is sort of tailored towards the foreign experience.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like they cut out a lot of the bullshit that a lot of...
They do. There's no key money. Yeah. Usually when you move into a Japanese apartment, you have to pay several months' rent as a gift.
Key money is like a deposit for the deposit.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. Incredibly retarded. And to be fair, I think it's actually being phased out in a lot of areas of Japan. I think customers are finally getting sick of it.
Is it any areas that people would want to live in?
I thought it might have been. I heard Tokyo, possibly, but because
the most remote parts of Tokyo, maybe 3-mile walk to the train.
Mini Tokyo. But yeah, they've got a lot of stuff for foreigners. They have a lot of. If you just come to Japan, they have a lot of resources in English, like how to sort your garbage, how to find the tax office, how to renew a visa, etc.
Yeah. That's not bad.
Pretty helpful.
Maybe I'll take over your place.
You should.
No, that doesn't mean I'm going to clean it.
Oh,
you still got to do that.
I'm not doing that.
So I mean, I bring that up because what are you going to do if you do move? Are you going to get like a You going to look for that sort of thing again, or are you just going to go for a genuine Japanese?
I won't have a choice. I'm going to be moving into company housing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Which is cheaper, which will be cheaper than this place now, but also a lot smaller. And that's fine, really, because my place is too big for me. I've accumulated a lot of crap that I have to get rid of.
So are you going to have to cut down on some Dragon Quest merchandise? And
No.
Just saying.
I will cut the fat out of other places. I got a lot of games and consoles here I can let go. I've only got a month to do it.
How about my Ego? Can you let go of that?
No, I'll be holding on to that. Sorry.
Okay, well, get in touch with me. Maybe I can help you unload some of that stuff.
Sure.
Maybe not.
And hey, regarding moving, I might even I have a friend living in Okazaki, which is the city I may be moving to, and if I help him with his move, he might help me with my move because he has a car and could drive here and help me transport things.
You scratch my back, I'll suck your dick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, again, no, I mean it. I'll take some of your old porn. I'll take it all. I'll take all of it.
First of all the porn has either been burned or scanned and saved. Second of all...
Oh, God, I know you're not kidding.
No, I really am kidding. Japanese paper porn, I guess as it's called.
Yep.
Is...
I'm the president of hitting that ass!
Shouldn't have brought it up, really. It's
Sorry.
really my fault. If we can just throw that on the apologies. Is that all for current events?
I think it is. I don't.
All right. Well, then let's...
Wait.
What?
No, wait, hang on. No, one more thing. I went out drinking with some foreigners last night. It was a lot of fun.
Okay.
Some buddies from... folks, I used to be a student at
right.
Chubu University, and my friend Greg, who is one of the English professors there, invited me out last night with some of the previous study abroad students from Ohio and West Virginia, and we had a good evening of drinking and eating chicken.
That's right.
Playing
You were
darts.
telling me about that. Actually, you were telling me you were getting nervous about it, and I told you shouldn't have to be.
I don't socialize with foreigners all that often. It was a little weird.
You might be a redneck.
Exactly.
I don't fraternize with people from another country.
No, yeah, it turned out right. It turned out fine, right?
It was all right. I still felt a little awkward though, because man, I got into this in my job talk last episode or 2 episodes ago, but like everybody is younger than me and has a better job than I do.
Oh God, yeah.
And I know I as I said, you can't compare yourself to people. It is the unhealthiest thing, and it'll drive you insane, and you'll kill yourself. But I could not stop doing it.
How much younger? Like 2 years, 3 years less?
2 or 3.
Okay.
Not like, you know, there are no child prodigies here, but still, just I kind of wasted the past 5 years of my life. I'm doing it. I gotta stop. I was having a breakdown.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Jeez.
It's okay. I'm good.
Let's calm down now. Deep breath. I'm Alex. Just let it go through. I'm Alex. Okay?
I'm Alex.
Yes. There you go. Are we better?
Okay, I feel better.
Good. All right.
Yes.
So let's take a break then.
Let's take a break.
Let's quit it with the current events.
Okay.
When we come back, more bullshit.
All
No
right.
more Whoppers.
See you soon.
Drink, everyone drink. It's not as bad as we used to think. With every Manhattan, your stomach will flatten. So drink. The Air Force invented this diet, a fact which they hotly deny. Of course they deny it, 'cause this is the diet that got the Air Force high. For lunch you can have 3 martinis. What better lunch is there than that? But caution, do not eat the olives, 'cause olives make you fat.
Folks, the show is No More Whoppers. Welcome back. Alex.
You certainly got sexy.
How are you doing? Good.
Great.
I guess you have one more current event you can talk about, right?
I do. Well, not so much a current event, but some sort of what I would refer to as a, or some sort of media that I've been consuming. Over Christmas break, my family and I watched the first season of the Masterpiece Classics series Downton Abbey,
yes.
which has become quite popular among The White Man, I think. Recommendation of my sister, and I quite enjoyed it. And then just last week, I got a horrible cold. I caught a bad cold, knocked me out for 2 or 3 days. I said, you know what? I'm going to buy season 2 on iTunes.
I apologize, by the way. I may have given you that cold.
Yeah, I think you did, through the mic. So I was knocked on my ass. I bought season 2 of Downton Abbey. I watched it on my television. Actually, over 2 days. And really, out of, I think, 9 episodes, I watched 8 of those the first day. So, yeah, and I was geeking out on it. You know, it's the kind of thing that I like. So it really helped me get better, I think, mentally, which is the first step to recovery.
Yeah. I would ask you to give us a gist of the show, but apparently everyone watches it, so maybe it's not even that.
It would be redundant.
It's not even that germane.
It's, well, it's, if you've ever seen, there was an old series called Upstairs, Downstairs. Are you familiar with that? It's basically a modern, not modern, it's a current, I don't want to say modern because I think it's the same time period, but it's, you know, it's being made recently. It's basically an aristocratic household, the goings-on of the family upstairs and the servants downstairs and how they sort of intermingle.
Okay. So it's similar, and
it's
that was the thing you liked as well?
Yeah. It's sort of a different, like it's a very similar show to Upstairs, Downstairs, the older one. And it's exactly the kind of thing that I probably wouldn't like, but there's something about the production value and the characters and the writing that drew me in despite the setting, because that's not a time period that I'm particularly interested in, nor is it a social class I'm particularly interested in.
5 hours of mind-numbing crap.
There you go. Or it would be without these actors and these writers, because I really think it's an entertaining show. Things happen unexpectedly, which I do like. There's some stuff
you gotta
that I
have
don't
some
see
unexpected
coming.
things.
I know, right? Drop for that.
Want some rye? Of course you do.
Good night, Seattle. We love you.
Yeah. Scrambled eggs. All over.
You did that.
My face. I did.
I have no interest in ever watching Downton Abbey. I do not get it. I don't understand why people give a shit.
I just explained it.
I still don't get it, though.
But the way that I explained it, doesn't it sound like it's something that you have to see before you like? Because I didn't even watch it voluntarily the first time. I was just in the room
I've seen
when my
minutes
parents
of
were
it.
watching a show. Oh, you can't. No, you have to start from the beginning.
No, I don't have to. I think I can look at it and see that the subject matter is not to my liking. So I can say, I am not interested in this.
No. But you can't get that from a few minutes. It's like if you put me in the middle,
Alex,
30 hours into Final Fantasy... No, let me finish. You put me 13 hours into the middle of Final Fantasy 13-2. I play 5 minutes of it. I call it a piece of shit.
That.
You can't say that I fully got the story.
Either. That's not entirely my point.
Well, could you be more specific?
Isn't all interest-based on just understanding what something is for a little bit and not having to be completely involved in it before you realize, okay, I'm not really that into that. Right?
Yes, there is.
You can explain to me what Downton Abbey is and why you like it and all this stuff, which I've heard from you and many other sources
of course,
over the past few months. I'm just like, okay, that doesn't seem like it's up my Abbey. So yeah, I'm not saying. Look, I'm not that big of an idiot. I know I don't need. I know that only seeing a minute or two of something isn't completely enough, but also it's like I can just get the gist of it for God's sakes and learn that. Okay, I'm just not.
All right, I guess I'm just now finding out that this is how you feel when you tell me about a video game and I just go snark honk listening.
Oh, yep, exactly. Yeah.
I think we've stumbled on some
some mutual one key difference about that. I'm not
What's
such
that?
a tremendous prick about it.
No, I don't believe that for a second.
Alex.
I do believe that.
I did not. What did I say just now?
What?
I wasn't being mean necessarily.
No, you weren't. But there's a sort of meanness in writing something off after a few minutes.
But
is there not?
I'm not writing you off, though.
Am I insane? Are you sure?
Well, sometimes.
Oh man.
But why can't I just not be interested in something?
You can. That's fine.
Yeah. But why do I also need to be enveloped in it for a set amount of time?
Well, I think this has to do with your tone of voice when you said I don't give a shit. It's like you could say, "Oh, it doesn't seem like something I'd be interested in," and I would not I would not have a second thing to say after that, and we could change
that
topics.
Was the intent.
But it had fucking shit. Can you learn how to talk?
Nope. That's the entire foundation of the problems of this show.
Yeah, it is.
That'll be next week's apologies, though. Worry not.
All right.
Yeah,
I
didn't mean to be mean at you at first. Really, I was trying to, drum up a little bit of interaction because this is a fun show.
There is such a thing as kind-hearted interaction.
Yes, exactly.
Can we get some of that going?
Well, I can't quite caress you. Really,
okay.
Touch you in ways.
Can we just be more positive with each other?
When we are off the show,
more optimistic. That's true. We're actually very encouraging of one another.
I am going to.
It's another great Ray drop.
Yeah.
Look, I was just trying to talk about things.
Yeah, and look what happened.
I have no problem.
Mark is
dead.
dead.
I have no problem with you liking Downton Abbey, or you, or anybody else, or friends of ours, or family.
Okay,
that's not the thing.
And that's fine. But
I wanted to say, I just don't get it. It's something that I just don't get.
I think that this is a particular sore spot for me because I used to be friends with a guy who would take an intense pleasure in not liking things.
Well,
his entire
it's definitely not me.
Personality. No, but his entire personality was predicated on, I haven't seen it, but I have no interest in it, and it looks so stupid, and I think it's awful. But you haven't seen it. No, but it looks so gay. Like, that was him. That was his whole personality.
I totally hate that.
And I see bits and pieces of that anytime anybody writes something off after only a cursory glance.
Well, I'm not like those people.
I know you're not. You're sensible.
Yes, indeed, I
am.
You're a good friend.
There you go.
You know what I hate? People who are like career contrarians.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that kind of thing. I hate that, too. And there are many other things that people love a whole lot that I don't get. Like politics or sports. I don't get any of that.
That's true.
And
I can understand the sports.
I'm definitely not interested in any of that at all. And, and comic books. I don't understand that.
You don't like comic books?
Not like... Well, I mean, I like the Mango. And I like to read Mangos.
I used to be a heavy comic reader.
No, I never got into any of this like superhero stuff that are.
Oh, it's good stuff.
I don't believe you. I like the movies because those are nice and compact and easy to digest.
That's true.
Not so much the overwrought drama of the modern superhero comics. In fact, not even that modern.
Fuck, I had something to say, and then we got onto comic books, and I forgot what it was.
Sorry.
Wait, go back to hating things. Oh, yeah. Your disinterest in sports and such. You're not one of those guys on Twitter who, during a major sporting event, will go, oh, how long until you stop talking about sports? When is the game over? I don't care about baseball, guys. You're not that guy, right?
No, I'm not one of those people on Twitter in general.
Because okay, good. Because I follow maybe 3 or 4 of those guys. And you know what? I'm not into the Super Bowl either. But your whining is almost as annoying to me.
I know, but those are usually people who just don't understand how people work.
That's... But these are people... I'm not naming any names, but these are people who have... good jobs and are respected in their communities and such, and people that I know to be intelligent, sound people, and yet here they are failing to understand how sports are popular.
Well, maybe they don't. Maybe they're not as big of a part of a community as you'd think.
Apparently.
That they're just kind of thrust into that, and they just think they know how to act like a person.
I guess.
Boy, that sounded way too deep for what was basically just.
No, I think this goes back to snark. This goes back to snark. People are, especially on Twitter, looking for any way to be as witty and snarky as possible. And during sporting events, it's like low-hanging fruit. It's like, oh, I can make fun of this guy. Hey, what's up? Hey, your guy takes steroids. And what a boring sport.
I mean, for me, it's like it's a losing battle. For one thing, I mean, I have nothing to gain from criticizing it or making fun of it. It's like, it's just the same shit over and over. Okay, yep, there's a game every Sunday. All right, I get it. Like, if I was live tweeting that Game Center shit, the live show or whatever, I know people would be bugged by that. But the thing is that that's not popular to begin with. to like a huge number of the population. So it's nobody would even ever feel the need to rag on me for it.
I used to do a small amount of live tweeting with Japanese baseball because I used to be into that.
Yeah.
But I haven't been to a game recently. That was kind of fun.
That I made fun of.
I don't think I was annoying anybody.
Kidding.
Yeah, okay.
I'm kidding.
You're an ass.
You did do it, though.
I did.
Did you enjoy it? Is it something that you did with impunity?
I did enjoy it. No, I did it because it's one of those moments where here I am using Twitter for more or less what it was intended for.
Right.
Here's the thing that's happening exactly at this moment. And not to make a snarky comment, which is sort of what it's become.
Well, now you just make puns.
I'm devoted to puns now.
You and I both, in a way.
Well, sometimes I do a "what are you doing" kind of tweet, like, "Hey, it's Sunday afternoon, I'm going for a walk." They're kind of rare, but I do.
You take pictures of chicken wings a lot, yeah.
I do. Hey, folks, I'm eating chicken wings.
Here's what I'm eating: chicken wings. Here's what I'm eating: slathered chicken wings.
Chicken wing sandwich. Oh my god, we had new chicken wings the other day. They were like soaked in miso. Fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
They were black and soggy, but delicious.
Okay.
No, they were really good.
I don't like the word soggy.
They were black and moist and
That's
really
better.
good. Okay.
Now I'm thinking of chocolate cake. They were cakey in the middle.
They were cakey and just golden delicious.
Have we already gone to our food segment?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to say about the chicken wing?
I don't think. Well, no. I had them twice in 3 days. I'm proud of that.
Oh God.
Because I also went on Thursday. My friend James was in town with his wife, and we stopped at chicken wing chain Yamachan, which I'm a huge fan of. It's a Nagoya specialty, these chicken wings. And it's not even a complex recipe. It's really just a lot of pepper.
Yeah.
And some soy sauce. And I think some variations on the recipe also have them covered in sesame seeds, but Yamachan doesn't do that. They just go straight for the pepper.
I see.
And it's fantastic, and we had dozens of them, and then I had more last night, and oh god.
Yeah, I've had it too when I visited you
You've
before.
had 'em.
And it's really good. I didn't know the thing about the sesame seeds, though, that was a thing.
Oh yeah, there's a rival chain called Fudaibo, which does the sesame seeds. I think they're actually an older chain. Fribo, yes.
Frioli?
Fudai, like Fudai no Shiden?
Or like Alex
that
Frioli.
Fudai. Yeah, fuck you! Fuck you!
I'm Ray. You're a good friend.
I didn't even start. Hold on, it's my turn.
I'm Alex.
Okay.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
So,
The Furaibo recipe is a lot sweeter, which is why I don't really like to go there all that much. Yamachan is more salty and peppery, which is more to my taste.
I see. But you don't like the sweetness?
No, not on a chicken. No.
What about?
No.
Oh, really, not any chicken? No. Not like barbecue?
If it's a glazed chicken, yeah.
Okay.
Like if that's the point of it, then yes, of course. But this is it's a wing, you know.
I understand, but yeah, you're right. They don't do that to wings as much.
No, and wings are a thing. I'm rhyming now. Wings are a thing that I never thought I'd like because I hate eating with my hands because I hate getting my I hate getting my man hands dirty. So when you eat the chicken wings, hereafter referred to as tebasaki, you have to clean your hands every time you want to eat something else or take a drink because your hands are fucking covered in grease and pepper.
Right.
So it's like once you have one, you gotta dive in. You gotta have like 4 or 5
pop,
more to make it worth it. You cannot stop after a single pop, because you only have one hand towel, and there are no napkins there. you gotta use every square inch of that towel to clean your hands.
That's Japan.
I know,
but hey, God love those towels.
They're awesome.
Right? They're not bad. You can't diss them.
No, it's a cultural thing, I guess.
We're into culture here at No More Whoppers.
We are.
Folks, if you have any favorite things from your culture, give us an at No More Whoppers on Twitter.
Where are you from? Oh, the Caribbean?
Yes, and by the way, Alex has a musical drop for every single nation on this earth, so please do not be afraid to. In fact, Alex, I believe you also have the Norwegian anthem.
How could this happen to me?
I would let that go. Is that any longer?
Oh yeah. All the musical drops are almost full length, and I just cut them off right when it kicks in.
I love it. So yeah.
Of course you do.
That was great. That ended.
Have you eaten a thing recently?
Well, yes, obviously. I am a human, and that's part of the natural progression of being really an organism on this earth is consumption of energy. Oh, you mean really recently?
Yeah.
Well, they got these new things in the stores called Milk Bites. They're from Kraft, I believe.
Milk is a liquid.
Yes, this is the thing.
How do you bite milk?
Let me explain this.
Here's some sperm.
They're small granola bars, packaged granola bars like you can find in the other aisles of the store. Except these are towards the refrigerated products, and they are granola bars which have a milk glaze on them, and that is why they're stored refrigerated rather, so they don't really spoil, and that's why they're called Milk Bites.
Are these in any way related to these cereal bars that were popular, I don't know, a decade ago?
Well, yes and no. I mean, these are granola bars specifically.
Okay.
So they're more in line with, the Quaker Chewy bars, for example. So they have all sorts of different fillings and flavors and stuff. Like, there's chocolate ones, and I got the strawberry ones, which I assumed would be the best ones, and they are pretty good.
It's glazed milk on the outside?
It seems to be, yes. Plus some little bits of frosting. But yeah, there's like a milk glaze sort of thing.
That is... I got to Google this here because I got to know what this looks like.
Yeah, go ahead, because I might not be entirely correct because I don't have the box here in front of me, but I believe that's what it said. Milk Bites.
Milk Bites. Google.com.
Computer. Search Milk Bites.
Milk Bites. Here we go. Milk Bite. Oh, Kraft. Hey, it's a quality company.
I was right on that.
Strawberry nutrition info. Get to know Mel the Milk Bite. Videos, photos, thoughts, fears, anxieties. Are you fucking kidding me?
Wait, what? Hold on, what?
Their Milk Bite mascot, Mel the Milk Bite, has videos, photos, thoughts, fears, and anxieties.
Holy shit! I did not know about this. I'm loading this up right now.
Hey, these look pretty
Folks,
good.
let's take a break and play some Google music. Keep going.
Yeah, these look pretty good. Right, stop moving! Stop scrolling! Fucking, I'm trying to look at these. How do I get it to stop moving? I'm like an old man.
Is this like a flash site? Because I'm on my iPad here.
Yeah, well, I think it's flash. Yeah, and it keeps scrolling through all the flavors, but I want it to stop so I can look at them. Forget it. All right, I'm going to look at Mel's anxieties. Hang on.
Oh, I see. It's them trying to be cute. Okay.
Kraft Milk Bite, milk and granola bars. Okay, about Kraft Milk Bite. Hello, I'm Mel the Milk Bite. I'm part milk, I'm part granola. I'm completely confused. Video diaries.
Oh no. Okay, that sounds too cheesy.
You sure?
Unless you really want to play the damn video, which I know is not going to be funny or entertaining in any way.
This is pretty good.
I can't hear it.
You hearing this?
No.
Oh.
You mixed it.
Never mind then.
All right, then forget that. But am I right, though? They're glazed with milk, is that right?
I think they are. Now, hang on a second. Try to play this. How do I get some to play out of Firefox so that you can hear it and it will record?
I don't know, because I don't know your exact setup. So.
Okay, wait, here it is. I found it on Facebook. Hang on. Filters. Like Kraft Milk Bite Milk. I'm not going to like him just yet. He's got to prove himself. Okay, he's sitting on a laptop.
Hey, it's me, Mel, the Milk Bite, and I just wanted to try some new camera filters on my computer here. I just found them, and they're pretty
Is this
cool,
happening?
So.
Wow.
Oh. Hey.
Somebody actually made this.
All right, let's see. What is this?
I wish we could all see it.
Yeah, folks. It's basically if you ever played around with the filter effect in photo booth.
Is that a familiar voice at all? Because I'm assuming it might be some comedian we know.
Oh.
Maybe.
I can't even tell where I'm.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea who that is. You know what?
How long is this?
It's got about 20 seconds left on it.
Okay. Thank God you didn't say minutes.
20 minutes left. Yeah, he's running through all the different filters in photo booth.
I can do that anywhere.
And this is an animated granola bar.
It's not animated. It looks like a prop. Practical effects, I guess we call them.
A puppet granola
A puppet.
bar?
Yeah, it's a puppet. Mouth is moving. He's got hands moving around.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, I'm on the site, and I'm going to look at the FAQ.
Please do. Yeah, I want to find out who this is.
Well, I don't think they'll tell us necessarily.
Well, I'm not going to check on Facebook. No, maybe it'll be on Wikipedia. I'm checking Wikipedia. Folks, this is riveting.
I don't... Just Google Milk Bite voice actor, and maybe the guy's blog will show up or something.
If you Google Milk Bite voice actor, you're flagged by the government.
Okay, the site does not actually tell you if it's an actual glaze or not.
Oh, that's weird.
Because I thought... Am I going to have to get up and look at the box?
I think you're going to have to. You have to
right.
do a little something for us.
Well, then let's go play some getting up to look at the box music.
Okay.
And I'll be right back. All right. No, it never actually used the word glaze, but I did bring one back to eat on the air.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I'm half
Nothing
kidding.
is better than eating on the air.
I'm only half kidding. Don't worry.
Oh. Okay.
But I brought one back because they're just so tasty. That wasn't anything.
You sounded like you were being sarcastic.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I thought it said something about glazed, but I guess not. But anyway, it looks like it is definitely glazed.
So,
There's no question about that.
But so they're refrigerated because they contain dairy.
Yes, at least on the box it does say that it has enough calcium as a glass of milk. So
that's a
apparently,
lot of calcium.
Apparently, yeah, that's enough to consider it refrigerated, or needs to be refrigerated. And they even say you can freeze them as well.
Oh, that sounds fun.
That sounds, maybe harder to eat. Their granola bars are quite tasty. Like
you know what else can be frozen and then eaten?
Yes. Oh, I was going to say your sperm.
Oh. Yeah, well, that too, you know. Hey, free sample.
Here's some sperm. Those are Milk Bites. And that's my food choice of the week.
I feel like I'm missing so many weird American foods being in Japan.
Well, I'm missing lots of weird Japanese foods.
No, you're really not.
Oh, come on.
Like all the good ones you can already get in the city, right?
Well, yes and no.
Sachet.
I can't get curry pawn.
Sachet, you can't?
No, I can't get curry bread here.
Curry?
Curry.
Oh.
Really shouldn't be eating. Excuse me. No, you can't get that because it has, I guess, meat product or something else that can't be sent through customs or whatever. And they don't. It's like, well, can't you just make it here? No, can't do that. Yeah. Don't do that, rather.
It would be easy, I guess.
Not that curry bread is some amazing delicacy that you need to eat, because it's really just convenience store junk food.
Yeah.
But it's different enough to, I think, make a splash in America.
It is. I'm already sick of it though. Having lived here.
I understand that. Yeah. There's lots of curry flavored stuff in Japan that would pretty much make you sick of it.
Every time I have curry bread, I think, what would be awesome right now is if I was actually eating a plate of real curry.
Yeah. Well,
although the other day I did have tonkotsu curry ramen, which was amazing.
Now, I just had a brain fart. What is tonkotsu again?
Tonkotsu is the pork bone broth.
Yeah, pork, yeah. Okay.
They stew the pork bone. They stew the broth. They put the pork bone in the broth, let it stew. And it's kind of milkier than, like, regular ramen broth is clearer. Tonkotsu is very milky and thick and delicious. And then,
did you say milky?
Oh, God.
Like
back to
Kraft
the milk bite. I'm Mel the Milk Bite. Look at my anxiety.
I'd love to know the fears and anxieties of a tonkotsu ramen.
On top of that, there's curry in it. And it's and slices of pork. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Folks, I endorse this.
Yeah. They also do not have curry cup noodles here.
Oh, really?
I've never seen that around. Maybe they do somewhere. I assume
Those are
they would.
okay.
But I assume it's the same problem as the curry bread.
Yeah. Just not... it's still close. But not the same.
Yes.
I have curry for dinner about once a week on Tuesdays.
As well you should.
Yeah, and it's always a nice treat, especially in the winter.
Of course.
Winter is the best time to actually stop into these places and have curry, to have ramen, because it's cold outside, you sit down, you get a nice warm meal, it's delicious.
Yeah. A lot of the best Japanese food is hot.
Yeah. I find that I eat a lot less in the summer. Just because I don't need to maintain my warmth.
Plus,
and
you got all that steam going up in your face, and you're getting all sniffly, too. It's like you don't want that in the middle of summer.
Are you saying that Italians secrete steam?
No.
Oh.
But yes.
I'm Alex. I am. Any other foods, folks?
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, if you have any other foods that you'd like us to discuss on the show,
write in
please give us a ring.
Or send in some pictures.
Give us a proverbial ring at No More Whoppers on Twitter.
Send in a video of you eating your favorite food.
Yeah, you know what? Send us a video of you dressed up as a granola bar, playing with photo booth, and we'll feature it on our Tumblr, also, nomorewhoppers.tumblr.com, where you can also catch up on episodes of the show.
That's right.
And then link to our Twitter at No More Whoppers, where you can also... I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, it's like I feel like we're done now. You can't launch into that.
Hey,
no.
I'm trying something new this week. It's a continuous plug.
What, fucking up?
No, it's a continuous plug. We just keep plugging and plugging throughout the show.
Oh, are you talking about plugging nomorewhoppers.tumblr.com?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, and at No More Whoppers on Twitter.
It's our new strategy. I think people will, start to remember it more often.
I think you're right. That was our problem.
Yeah. Much in the same way that they'll remember to review us on iTunes as well.
Oh, yeah. Nice 5-star rating.
Yeah, I believe if people like at least one of us, they should go ahead and search for No More Whoppers on iTunes and give us a good review.
Yeah. And hey, if you only like one of us and hate the other, at least make it a 2.5-star review.
Yeah, exactly.
No, wait. Yeah.
It's just simple math.
Yeah.
I think. I think we've talked enough to take another break, huh?
I really should have given it a 5-star review. Yeah, let's go for another break.
Yeah, okay. Folks, see you in a bit.
Stay right there.
Folks, it's No More Whoppers. We are back.
The Mario Brothers.
Indeed. And, Alex, how are you feeling?
Feeling pretty good.
Okay, just checking in.
I just got some tea. Some new tea. Opened up a new liter of tea.
I wanted to confirm that Milk Bites do include milk. Skim milk, in fact.
Skim milk.
But they still do not exactly tell you how it's used. So apparently it's all over.
It's all over?
Yeah. It's just milk all over. Okay. One thing I did want to talk about this week is related to something I was watching on the TV this week as well. It wasn't Downton Abbey, but it was on PBS.
Oh.
It was the American Experience Clinton documentary. It's a 2-part documentary that they had on this week. It's basically just a retrospective of Bill Clinton's presidency. And again, I mentioned that I'm not interested in politics on top of Downton Abbey and all these things, and that's definitely true, and yet I watched this entire thing, not because, again, that I'm super into politics, but just because I felt like it was a part of my childhood, right? I mean, he was president when we were kids, and to me it felt like one of those things where I felt like catching up on my childhood, because there are so many events that happened in like the early 90s and stuff when we were kids where I was too young to really understand them or care.
Yeah.
And so like I was watching that documentary and I was really into it despite not really caring about politics, but it was about all this stuff that I missed or didn't understand when I was 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. And that seems to happen to me quite often these days, I would say. Just the fact that I go back and just check out all these current events that happened that I didn't really get the full story on.
I understand this. And you know what? I kind of like the idea of using presidencies as a sort of measuring stick for the periods of time.
It was one measuring stick, yeah. I mean, it was definitely in context with what I was watching.
I think there's a series of YouTube videos called "Gaming in the Clinton Era."
Yeah, that's.
And I like that kind of categorization. Putting something in with this guy was in office and this happened and these games were released.
Yeah. Let's not actually talk about those videos though. That's not...
Why? No, I'm just using it as an example.
Because they're not funny and probably kind of shady and somewhat fake, but
I don't even remember what the content is. I just remember the name.
That's great. Let's keep going. So yeah, do you ever get that sort of feeling like this event happened back in the 90s?
Absolutely.
I was asleep back then while parents are watching CNN or something.
No, my Sunday evening ritual is basically go on Wikipedia and read up on something that I either lived through and didn't understand at the time, or something that I wasn't alive for, but is really fascinating for some reason. Like last Sunday, I stayed up way too late reading about serial killers.
Well, that's always fun.
All the major American serial killers. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That's a great lead into Dreamtime.
And good night. Just don't make a lamp out of my skin.
Yeah.
And but before that, I was kind of similar to your topic. I was looking up the whole David Koresh thing in Waco, Texas, because we were alive for that, but I had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, me neither. And
I looked it all up on Wikipedia. It's like, I remember hearing this guy's name on the radio. I remember this happening, and then this standoff,
Yeah, and now I'm a Branch Davidian. Did you know that?
Oh, so glad we're still around.
Yep. Join us for our weekly meet and greet. I'm pretty much the same way. Like, I'll look up things on Wikipedia, too, like that. And, what was it? Like the Clinton documentary, they talked about Whitewater. And it's like, I never, ever had a clear idea of what that was.
Yeah, it's like, I remember hearing the name all the time.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that dogged him throughout the entire presidency. It's like, what the fuck what does he even refer to? It's like,
it sounds really refreshing.
Yeah, well, now they're telling me. That's good. And now I'm learning. That was great, because it was a great documentary all around, by the way, and I should recommend it.
Not to get off on a tangent, but even at the time, as a kid growing up, that was always one of the neat things about going to school for me. Going to history class was because every year that I went to school and studied more about history, I got another Simpsons reference or a Mystery Science Theater joke. I get why this is funny now.
Oh, God, I'm still getting them.
Yeah, me too.
Jesus Christ. There's shit in old Mystery Science Theater episodes that I've watched at least 50 times, and I still pick up new things in them.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, now I get it.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Even
fun.
though I laughed anyway, because I'm that sort of faker.
Well, no.
It's been a quiet week in Lake Wobegon, Minnesota, my hometown.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
With that, too.
Tangent to the tangent.
Yes.
I think it's okay to laugh at something if you don't get it, if the delivery strikes you in the right way.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That is pretty much a foundational part of my sense of humor.
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
It's good fun.
And it's also why I'm a pretty laughable. Well, shit. I was going to say laughable, which I meant to say affable. But no, yes. I like affable. I mean, I laugh a lot when people are just, around talking and stuff. Like, I laugh at things that may not be super hilarious, but, people deliver it in a certain way. And so
I want to
get a kick out of it. And, even if they tell a funny story, it's like, you had to be there. It's like, well, I still love it. And that's why I love you. Because although you tell stories that you definitely don't need to be there, but are so goddamn hilarious in their ultimate just geekery. And
my life is a combination tragedy and comedy.
You have a pile of high school stories that we could go in.
Oh,
we'd have a 3-hour No More Whoppers special.
No. No, we couldn't.
Alex, the high school years.
I would.
It could be a one-on-one interview with you and me. I could be sitting we could be sitting in leather chairs in a black void background like Charlie Rose.
Snifter of brandy.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm imagining it now.
I don't think so.
But anyway, that was one thing that I felt like bringing up because it really hit home to me as I was watching the documentary, and it's just like, God, there's so much. I mean, I do it a lot with video games for sure because I go back and I play a lot of video games like from Japan that came out, and I just try and catch up on everything that I missed. And now I'm sort of like doing it with more important things to worry about. And
sure.
It's an interesting phenomenon I've noticed with myself. I guess I'm getting old. Oh, wait, I'm 29.
Oh. I seem to have more interest in the history during the time I was alive than super far back history.
Yeah. That's also another reason why I love the 80s on VH1.
Oh, yeah.
That taught me a lot, too.
Here's something I was alive during.
Yeah, exactly. Well, especially when they got to like 87, 88, when you could actually remember things from back then.
Yeah.
You pretty much the same way or not?
I would say so, yes. I have an interest in learning about the things that I sort of lived through but in a way missed the first time. And there's a weird... I know I don't want to talk about games, but now I do. With older games, I find that if you try to get into a game that was around when you were a kid, but you never owned it, you never played it, but you were aware of its cultural or historical significance, you're like, oh, I should play this game. I find that 9 times out of 10, I hate the game.
Really?
Like and this isn't recently, but when I was in high school, I played Super Metroid, loved the hell out of it, and then the next month I borrowed the original Metroid from a friend, hated the shit out of it. I just couldn't, this is so slow. I can't jump at all. What's going on?
I understand that. I think you're pretty much in the league with like most people.
Okay.
Because video games are kind of different in that way because old games are definitely limited.
Yeah.
They're inherently limited, and they're just not as smooth or slick or intuitive as they are now.
There are old games now that if I hadn't played when I was a kid, I would hate them, but in fact I love them.
Yeah.
Everybody has a game like that, I think.
I mean, it's probably obvious, but I'm a little more lenient in that way.
You are.
I've played through many old games before, and I recognize that they're not that great, but I still enjoyed them.
I almost gave myself a stroke a couple years ago. I was part of this Phantasy Star forum, and some kid who had started playing with Phantasy Star Online decided to go back and play the very first one. And he just fucking goes on a rant about it. This is terrible. This is so slow. How could anybody like this bullshit? Like, first of all, okay, you're 15 years old. And you have to consider that when this came out, it was hot shit. And even now, it's still pretty good for an 8-bit RPG. It's a lot of fun. And you're a kid. Anyway.
Yeah. No, I get you.
The point is, don't read forums.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, are there any, like, movies or other things besides games that you felt that way about?
Recently I went back, and this is not confined to stuff that was released when I was alive, but recently I went back and watched a lot of old movies that I should have seen but had not seen.
Yeah.
This was about 2 or 3 years ago. Like, I watched all the Alien movies, all the Rocky movies, Die Hard movies, just all that like 80s, 90s action stuff that I, for some reason, didn't see. Because I was horribly squeamish as a kid. Like, the sight of blood would send me into a pee shock. Like, I would just crumble to the floor.
Yeah.
And I can pinpoint the exact time that happened to me. I'm making like a pointing motion at the microphone. Like you can see this.
Folks, visualize it.
It was the TV trailer for Problem Child 2.
Uh-huh.
And during the film...
Keep going.
There's a part of the trailer where the kid obviously hates the bride that his dad is marrying. He hates his dad's girlfriend.
Yes, that is the gist of Problem Child.
Yeah. So he like... at one point, he pushes a boulder over her.
Yes.
And...
Please ignore me.
The trailer doesn't tell you, doesn't make it explicit that the rock, the boulder that the kid pushes, has a red heart on it because it's sort of a romantic destination, I guess, for lovers.
Was it a boulder at like a dance?
I don't know. No, I don't remember. It was a popular, at like some kind of a resort or national park kind of thing. There was this boulder with a red heart on it, and he pushes the rock onto the girl, and it's hilarious. But in the trailer for the the rock rolls over her, and then the rock rolls into view of the camera, and you see the red heart on it. But I didn't know it was supposed to be a heart, and I thought it was just her blood and guts that were now all over the rock. And I was sick to my stomach for days after watching this commercial. As a kid, and every time it came on, every time I heard the opening notes of every time I heard, I'd start to get nauseous, and oh god, it's that fucking commercial again.
Wait, so it was like a painted-on heart? Like it wasn't like something that was clearly meant to be carved, a heart at first?
I think it was in the Problem Child 2-averse, it was carved into the rock and then painted red.
I see.
I believe.
You're right, that's in the Problem Child Bible.
Yes. Perfect Bible.
All the writers are handed. When they're developing Problem Child 3, yes, they're given the Problem Child Bible with all the major plot points of each film, and
it's actually going to be called Problem-3.
Yes. God damn it. So you thought...
it kind of took me a while.
I'm just trying to imagine you looking at this boulder that appears to be smeared with blood. Is that correct?
Yes. This is, I guess, elementary school, and I was just sick to my stomach for a long time. And then I was okay until about 97, and then I got a similar thing. Why is that funny?
Just the way you delivered it. See? It's like I was saying.
Yes. And then I think in 97, it was my first exposure to internet pornography, and I saw something that could not be unseen.
Uh-huh.
And that was the second form of that particular kind of nausea. No, I'm
Do you want to go into it, or should you tell me off the air?
I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
You can take your answer off the air.
In the meantime, I'm going to imagine what it might be.
Please do.
So, but you went back and saw like those classic movies. And
oh yes, absolutely, and quite enjoyed them.
So what? Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be another thing where you didn't enjoy them.
Oh no, not at all.
Okay, well that's good because I felt the same way years ago when I was in the introduction to film class. I watched North by Northwest, the Hitchcock, not so scary but actiony film, and I really liked it. Like I really, really liked it.
Well, good.
And that was the first time, really the first definable time where I noticed that I liked one of those movies that are old in our dictionary.
Yes,
because they have a certain sound quality and image quality that's just like, oh, that's obviously from the 60s, that sort of thing. Because usually if it's not on Mystery Science Theater, I can't really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Those really old movies, so.
I almost wish that you had like a blog or something that was not about video games, because I would love to hear your opinions of something like this, like an old movie, like like the specifics about it, the characters or what you liked about it. But because as it is now, you're a mystery.
Yeah, well, this is a tangent of a tangent again.
Okay.
But I'm not a very good film critic or even just like very good viewer, really, because I tend to really turn my brain off when like any sort of movie appears.
Oh, that's no
good. And it causes me to not be as good of a critical mind, a critical voice as I am with video games. Because for one thing, I just have not seen a lot of movies, like compared to most people,
Yeah.
I think, and I just don't. I know it's not like I don't want to understand them or something, but most of the time it's just like I'll usually enjoy it on some level, unless it's like super offensively bad, like if it's some really bad comedy.
Yeah.
Because that's attuned also to something that I think I know a lot about. So if it's something that like that, then I can probably find a good determination on it. But if it's like one of those classic movies, I feel I can't really I can't really explain it. Just like right now, I can't explain my like or dislike of
You're
it.
doing a pretty shitty job.
Yep, that's me.
Are you afraid of keeping your brain turned on and taking a movie too seriously?
I don't know what it is. I think I'm just so suckered in by the spectacle of film, maybe.
But what about like a routine drama?
What do you mean? What kind of drama?
I don't know, like Philadelphia.
Yeah, I could probably enjoy that.
Okay.
The thing is that I probably I couldn't articulate why.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're the same way with movies that I am with games.
Yeah. Okay. I guess so.
Okay.
Because I can tell you why a game sucks. I cannot tell you exactly why a movie sucks. Yeah. I would have to rely on some other outside opinion.
Interesting.
Like, okay, I know people shit on the Transformers movies a lot, but I liked it. I mean, I didn't love them, but I watched the first one at least, and it's like, okay, yes, that set out to be a crazy action movie, and it mostly succeeded, and it turned my brain off, I guess.
Yeah, they're just popcorn flicks. They're fun.
Now, of course, in retrospect, there are things like the Star Wars prequels that, yes, I totally recognize why everyone hates those. I mean, that's been obvious, and that's been quite also easily elucidated with the Red Letter Media reviews as well.
Oh, yeah.
Those do a really great job of really explaining why any movie is shit.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, that's not me.
Well, while you've brought us here, let's take a quick detour to the Star Wars universe.
Okay.
That the original... we're not actually...
That's a land speeder.
We're not actually moving.
I'm 3PO.
The Mario Brothers.
How could this happen to me?
When I was a kid,
they're not Norwegian.
You're right. I had missed out on watching the original trilogy when they were released.
Ah, yes.
But I was very keenly aware of them as having been a cultural force, mostly through my older brother and my friends' older brothers.
That's usually what happens with I get
and
that.
I ended up watching them for the first time, the original Star Wars trilogy on VHS in my friend Devin's basement.
Good old Devin.
Good old Devin.
I'm Devin.
Yeah. No, he would say, I'm Devin.
Oh.
And yeah, it was something that seemed like it was, like, even as a kid I could tell, oh man, this was like just before I was aware of media, and I kind of wish that I had been around for these.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they came back and were sort of released in theaters again. But that sort of made it sting all the more when the prequels were released, at least for me.
I understand that. For sure. And yeah, I've also gone back and seen the original movies, and I can definitely agree that Empire Strikes Back was probably the best one.
Yeah.
But again, I can't go back and tell you from scratch.
Oh,
I would just have to read something else.
Okay, quick interjection. I was not recently. I'm an idiot. Let's say at the end of high school, I was watching the VHS remasters with all the extra Lucas shit. It was like his first big edit.
Yeah, the first round of that.
Yeah, we were watching Return of the Jedi, and God, the musical number in Jabba's palace. I thought I was having a stroke. Because it's like, here's this movie that's awesome, and then there's like a CG monster with gigantic lips singing a shitty song. I thought I was having some kind of teenage stroke. Like, either that or dreaming. I thought I was like in some sort of altered state of mind, because there's no way this could be happening right now in front of me.
Alex, now you joke a lot, Alex, but I'm not so sure it's...
Of course you do.
Because it sounds like you had to be taken out of the theater.
No, this was at Matt's house.
Oh, right. VHS.
Yeah. Have you ever walked out of a movie?
Nope.
Me neither. I had to be taken out of Ghostbusters, I think.
Really?
Yeah, because I was crying after the librarian
first one?
scene. Yep.
Oh, man. So you were a baby.
Yeah, I don't... Because that came out in 83 or 84, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been like
you
a
would have cried anyway.
No. I don't think it was the original run.
Oh, okay.
I think it might have...
A local revival.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So say, first of all, I don't know about your parents if they're taking you to see Ghostbusters 1 when it first came out.
In this scenario, I can only remember my brother being there.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
So he's the bad parent is what you're saying.
Yes. Well, now he's a good parent.
Well.
What?
At least he learned.
He learned.
I was watching Breaking Bad. I enjoy Breaking Bad. And that I think I do understand more than typical drama. Yeah. But in Downton Abbey. Are you listening? I'm flipping here.
I think I have to not. I don't like getting into TV shows. Does this sound crazy?
A little bit.
I feel like if somebody recommends something to me, I can nod my head the whole conversation and say, oh, yeah, I'm going to watch that. I will never watch a minute of it.
Yeah.
The only reason that I've been watching Downton Abbey is because I was in the room when my parents watched the first episode, and I was hooked against my will.
Okay.
I am 100% certain I would enjoy Breaking Bad. I know I will enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to start watching it because I don't want to lose that time.
Well, here we go. Now we've pretty much looped around to the last segment of the damn show.
All right.
We've completely gone backwards in this show, and that'll be another apology for next week. But let's go right ahead with it. That is, in terms of Breaking Bad, that is something that I knew I'd be interested in just from reading about the premise and all that.
Right.
And the setting and whatnot. And it turned out I was right, you know. I was kind of hooked on it. And now I'm all caught up. And that is also something where I do kind of understand the story and the plot and the characterization. And, you know, my brain is not that off, I would say, on that. So that's one exception, at least, to my usual problem.
Well, I feel like, and you know me, that this is exactly how I feel about games as well.
Yep.
Like, I don't want to play a game because I know I will enjoy it. You've heard me say that, and you wanted to slap me so many times for saying that.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because if I have that personality. If I get into something and I like it, I want to buy every game in the series. I want to spend...
What if it's one game? Like, what if I tell you to play 3D Dot Game Heroes?
I'm borrowing that
3.
actually right now.
Yeah.
I've played it once and I haven't played it again. No, I just even current gen stuff. I mean, I have a PS3. I think I have 3 games for it in the 3 or 4 years I've owned it.
Yeah.
I just
I cannot get you to play anything.
No, unless it's on a handheld. If it's a handheld, you got a chance.
No, not even. No, usually
What?
not. Usually not. I think I lucked out when I got you to play Persona 3 for that bit, but even then, it didn't really take.
No, I got about maybe 20 hours into it, but it was just too Persona-y.
Decent, but not. Yeah, that didn't take. I wish it would have, but so it goes. I'm looking at my DS games now to see what I tried to get like. No, yeah. Do you like that Dragon? Oh, right. Well, I think we both pretty much have the same problem, but in different respects.
Yes.
So together, we're Alex.
All right.
Once again.
What up, Al?
Well, it was a fun discussion, though, I gotta say.
Yes.
Unless you have anything else to add.
I really don't.
Okay.
I wish I did.
I'm Alex.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
I'm Constipated Alex.
Hey, where's the John?
All right, shall we wrap up the show then?
I think that's a good idea.
I'm glad we didn't have a totally depressing show for once.
No. Yeah.
I'm
going to have a job.
And I'm not, but that's different.
You know, you have a Vita.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now I'm definitely better than you.
Oh.
In fact, that's how I one-upped you. It's like, Alex is going to get a job? No.
How could this happen?
Yes, and thank you, Norway, for allowing us to use their national anthem.
They're good people. The Norse.
Exactly.
The Norse? Yep. What did I just call it? The Norwegians.
The Norse.
There we go.
The card says moops.
The card says Norse.
All right, yeah. So that is the end of the show. I think so.
Folks, thank you so much for listening.
Absolutely. And of course, check us out on Tumblr.
Twitter.
Catch up on our episode releases.
Intelligent Tunes. What is it? Information Tunes.
I prefer intelligent.
Okay.
It makes me sound better. And yes, Twitter. No More Whoppers is also a Twitter name where you can find us. Please send us your questions and comments and answers if you want to that specific account.
Makes our job simpler.
And, gosh, what else? I was trying to think. Do we have another outlet? No, we don't.
Of course you do.
Should we go ahead and get a Google Plus page?
Yeah, sure.
We'll be just like a AKB48. They're all on Google Plus.
That's a topic for another show.
Do we want to give our personal Twitters?
Sure. I can't imagine why anybody would want to follow those, but...
No.
What are you?
It's not like we're funny on them constantly.
No.
You can go ahead first if you want.
Okay, I'm Patui. Pitohui.
Yeah, you can't sing-song it like that. You have to either find a new melody, because that's a property of another thing now.
Pitohui.
I like that. Yeah, okay. And I am RDB_AAA. That's AAA.
Hey.
I'm not saying I'm AAA. Oh. That's just 3 letters in sequence.
You're a cashier!
All right. Well, there you go. Folks, keep your nose clean, and we'll see you next week. Gold subscribers, stick around till after the show. We ran a credit card skimmer at the local Kroger, and we'll read off the numbers.
Oh, fuck, I dropped the straw. No! God damn it.